Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tarita, owner of Tressings by Tarita, and I make videos all about my journey of starting a candle business. And today's video is going to be pretty exciting. Today will be the very first time that I am batch making my candles in preparation for launching here pretty soon, the next couple of weeks. So today I will be making 6 candles. So exciting. This is a exciting milestone for me. This is the very first time that I have made this many of one fragrance candle at one time. So just sit back and relax and enjoy. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll be open and willing to answer any questions from you all. Hey guys, so as you can see, I am all set up in preparation for batch making my first set of candles in preparation for getting my inventory together for launching. So I'm just going to jump right in and get started. Today I will be making 6 candles. This is a bottle of just alcohol. I have my gloves here. Even though this is not a product that will be put on the skin, sometimes candles can get a little messy. So I just want to put on some gloves because I will be using candle dye as well. So my wax is warming up as we speak. So hopefully by the time first we will start by cleaning my jars. Like I said, this is just alcohol. We want to make sure our wicks stick securely to the bottom of the vessel. And these are my 8-ounce, what will be my 8-ounce jars. These jars are actually 12 ounces, but I am filling them to 8 ounces of volume. Now I will be wicking them. These wick stickers I got from Candle Science. So I double wick my small vessel. The diameter on that vessel is about 3.5 inches in diameter. So I double wick mine. This is a very exciting time for me, you guys. Like I said in the introduction, this is the very first time I'm making this many candles at one time. So if my process isn't as smooth as others, just bear with me. I am learning and I'm trying to find out what works best for me. I use this wicking tool. I got this from Candle Science as well. If you guys know of any good wick stabilizers that are better than this, Let me know in the comments. This one isn't the best, but it gets the job done. I do the best that I can. I'll also be able to time myself and see how long it actually takes me to make a batch of candles. So I'll just be learning all around this go around. And hopefully as I make other batches and other fragrances, my process will improve and I'll speed up. You guys, I'm so happy that it is springtime. I've been in my yard doing yard work and planting flowers. Do you guys enjoy gardening as well? Because I know I do. Spring is like my favorite season. I'm just using this. This is a wick placer tool as well, but I'm just using this to make sure the wick is secured to the bottom. Just pressing it down a little bit more just to make sure. So I'm just going to show you. Use my wick stabilizer. These things get really wax all over them, so it's like no point in cleaning them. And I got this tray that these candles are on. I got this tray from IKEA. It's just a regular, kind of like a food tray table. Just thought it would be easier if I need to move my candles. Thought it would be easier to just move the whole tray if I needed to. I don't know why I'm so nervous, you guys. I have spent a lot of money. I've been in my testing phase with my candles for almost a year. And I've spent a lot of money in preparation for this and research. When I first decided to make candles, I didn't think it would be this expensive. It's an expensive, it's not one of those businesses that's cheap and easy to start up. It's not hard to start up, but it does require a little bit of money because you're going to go through a lot of product testing if you want to ensure that you have the correct the correct wick for your jars, ensuring that testing different fragrances. With candle making, you have to test everything. You have to test the wicks, you have to test the wax, you have to test the fragrance oil, and every single thing affects each other. So if you change the percentage of the fragrance oil, for example, it could affect the size wick that you use. If you change the size of the jar, that affects the size wick you use. If you change or do any combination of wax, that will affect the wick that you use. And it will affect your hot throw as well. Okay, so my wicks are stabilized. Today I'm going to be using this for the first time. It's a pancake batter thingy. I don't know what it's called. But I'm going to use this today for the first time since I'm making more than one candle. So now that my wax is completely heated up, I just checked the temperature. It's at like 205. My 454 is at about 205, and the beeswax is at about, it said 230. So it's more than hot enough. So I'm gonna measure out my fragrance oil. I have my little book here that has all of my recipes and sheet protectors. So you guys, this is the first time I've poured this much fragrance oil at one time. The candle that I'm making is what I'm going to call Paradise Island. So it's a very tropical summer type scent. Makes you think of like being on a beach somewhere, or Hawaii, or like coconuts, papaya, that type of thing. I think now it is time to pour my wax. So what I'm going to do is put my scale up under here so that I get the right amount of wax. So I'm going to tear my scale out, and I need a little bit over 1,100 grams of 454. You guys, I have never poured this much wax at one time. I'm pouring my beeswax into my main wax. Mixing that together. Check my temperature. It's at 198 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and pour my fragrance oil. So I'm stirring this for about 2 minutes. It smells so good, you guys. Still reading at about 186. I'm going to get my stick thermometer to get a more accurate reading. So my infrared thermometer was reading at 186, and this thermometer is reading at about 180. So we're still good. So I am just at about 2 minutes. And I'm going to use this time to marble my candles now while it is still pretty hot. So here's my fragrance. It is a teal color. I'm trying to debate if I should just pour a little bit in each container. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Marble each candle as best I can.
So you saw in my last video, I did a new marbling technique. And so I think that is the marbling technique I'm going to stick with. Yeah, I think that is the marbling technique I'm going to stick with. So that looks pretty cool, you guys. So I'm going to go along and do that to all of the candles. Just marble them real quick, or try as fast as possible, at least. You guys, that is pretty cool. Oh my God. Every candle is unique. That's pretty cool. The thing I like most about this is because each one is different. And for my particular candle line, I know everybody has like a modern, I think that my candles look modern to a certain degree with like a splash of color with my labels and stuff. Once you put it all together, it looks pretty modern, but also not just plain. Not saying that other people who don't use color, I like color. As you guys can see with my branding, I like a lot of color. So pretty much once I marbled the jars, I let that dry completely. Let me show you guys. Let me show you one. It looks kind of see-through right now, but once I pour the rest of the wax in the jar, it won't look so see-through. Look at how unique that looks, you guys. Oh, I'm excited. So excited. Just showing you guys all of the marbling. Let me check the temperature of my wax. I normally pour my wax at about 160, 150. So my wax is at about 155. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in my pancake batter dispenser thingy, because by the time I do that, it will drop even more. Give this one last stir. Ooh, it's dripping. I'm gonna go ahead and dripping. Oh, gotta go ahead and. Ooh. So since this is dripping, I'm gonna go ahead and try to, I don't know why it's dripping, but since that is dripping, I'm gonna have to try to pour this by hand. I'm hoping that it doesn't muddle. Pouring it very slow. Hoping that I got a correct measurement. I'm concentrating so hard. I don't want to get wax everywhere. Well, let's hope I got my measurement right. I think I got my measurement perfect. Woo-hoo! I would not have spilled that. I think this one is a little bit low, but I'm hoping that it doesn't muddle, you guys, and that my color stays. So that is it. I will come back once these candles dry and see how they turned out. You guys, I'm so excited. I think I'm going to be launching in about 2 weeks. I'm hoping 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the longest. But 2 weeks is my goal. You guys pray for me. I just hope that everything goes smooth sailing here on out. And I'll be back. It is the next day. The candles have completely solidified. As you can see, some of the marbling kind of went away at the top part and kind of mixed in with the candles. I'm debating if I want to add a little bit more dye to the top or just leave it as is. Kind of looks like ocean. But nonetheless, I'm going to cut the wicks. And I'm going to smooth off the tops. And when I get back, I'm going to clean off the jars and label. So I'm just going to poke some holes in it to see if I have any sinkholes around the wicks. I can see I do sense some sinkholes. Let me see if I can get a top view of these candles.